Hey there. All right, I'm back. So we are home from our first RV trip, and I'm gonna try to relive it here in 3 minutes or less. Knowing me, it'll probably take 5 or 6. But anyway, we got a wild hair. Love having this RV. You spontaneously you see something you want to do, and luckily I've got some flexibility at work. I can take off and do stuff. My boss and client, they're all generous and whatnot. So, but anyway, yeah, my hometown team, Virginia Cavaliers, they made it to the College World Series. I knew that was coming after they won Friday night in the Super Regional. I told my wife, I said, look, if they win tomorrow, we're going to Omaha. That'll be our first RV trip, and it was a big deal. I mean, it's a long ways now that I'm home, 3,500 miles later. But you know, quickly, here's kind of what we did. So we left here. Here's I should title this little better planning. I knew this going into it, but man, you don't want to be driving 500 or 600 miles in a day in an RV like this. 300 is probably a better number to target for. So if you get an RV and you're planning a trip, don't stretch it out like I did. I was amped up. I was running on adrenaline, I guess. I can't believe I drove 12 hours that first day. We got up at 4 in the morning, left the house here in Montgomery at 5. We made it to St. Louis at 5 p.m. to stay with our buddy. St. Louis was the destination because we got a friend that lives there. Pulled in his driveway and hooked up some electrical, and anyway, had dinner, had a good time, and then got up the next morning and did 10 hours from St. Louis to Omaha through Kansas City, which was a mistake. Kansas City, big town. I drove through Nashville, to get to St. Louis and some other towns, but Kansas City, no joke. I mean, there's a lot of truckers. In Missouri was the windiest state we encountered. Oh, the wind in the Midwest, it's no joke, man. And this is a 30-foot cardboard box, 11 feet tall. It attracts wind, apparently. Every time a trucker passes you, it's trying to blow you off the road. You're fighting that. I probably average 60 miles an hour, maybe less. I'm a cautious driver. Could have gone faster, but felt like I was a little bit out of control once I got up to 64 or 65. So I kept it down around 60. And I figured out there's a product this company in Las Cruces, New Mexico makes. It's a steering stabilizer. Uncle Larry, thank you for recommending that. I ordered one this morning. I will have it on this. I'm going to install it myself this coming weekend. It's supposed to cut down on all the sway in the steering wheel when truckers go past you or the wind's blowing hard. So anyway, so we got to Omaha, got there on Thursday night, stayed in the state park, Wilson Island State Park. It's beautiful. I would highly recommend that. I didn't know if I made a right choice. I'd never been there. It was absolutely beautiful. It was nobody there. I mean, we had the park to ourselves the first couple of days. It's an easy 20-minute commute back to Omaha. We watched Virginia play on Friday. We went to the zoo in Omaha, which, hey, that's the number one rated zoo, fan voted in America. Who knew? Got a lot of pictures and some videos I'll post on that. Sunday, we went back to the second game. Cavaliers lost that one. So we had a plan B. We were going to go to South Dakota and Custer State Park if we could. And after Virginia fell out of the tournament, made our decision easy. Decided not to take the RV all the way to Rapid City, to our hotel that I booked. We drove my Chevy Colorado over there. That was another 10-hour driving day. Terrible weather. I mean, tornadic activity, thunderstorms, lightning. It was beautiful You know, looking at that, you can see for miles out there. But anyway, drove through the Badlands on the way to Rapid City. Checked into the hotel. Went to Mount Rushmore that first night, Monday night. Did the ceremony. I was honored as a veteran of the U.S. military. Got to get up on stage. That was awesome. Totally unexpected. Incredible. And then the next day, got up. We drove 12 hours the next day in my Colorado, all over that state park, Custer State Park. Went to a mammoth site, went to a couple of caves, went to Crazy Horses Monument, did all kinds of stuff that second day, and then ended up at the Mount Rushmore Monument so we could see it in the daylight. It was 6 o'clock in the evening. Had dinner, went back to the hotel, got in the truck the next morning, came all the way back to Omaha. Only took me 9 hours to get back. The weather was better. And hey, the speed limit in South Dakota is 80. And I hit 87, I think, a couple of times on the way back. But got back to Omaha, got the truck ready to get back to St. Louis, which was our next stopping point. Stayed with everybody again. Went out to his mom's farm. She's got an 80-acre farm there in Illinois. Had a great pot roast dinner with our buddy and his cousin and his cousin's mom, which is his aunt. We shot some pool. We went down to downtown St. Louis. Actually took a day off. Visited the Arch. Went by the ballpark. Took some pictures. Had a little fun, and then got up and left the next day. Divided that 600 miles into two 300-mile trips on the way back. So we went to Nashville from St. Louis. Stayed in an RV park, which I would highly recommend. It's like Nashville RV and cabins. It's 5 minutes from the Grand Ole Opry, which my wife and I went to last night. And had a great time there. Got up and drove from Nashville home today, and got here at about 3 in the afternoon. So awesome trip. I would say break it up a little bit more. I'm never gonna do another 500 or 600 mile trip. 300 I think is my max. But anyway, we had a great time. Love having this RV. Gonna get this steering stabilizer. It's called Steer Easy. It's a family-owned company in Las Cruces, New Mexico. So ordered it, gonna install it. Should make my next drive a lot easier on my forearms, and my two fingers are on my left hand are just now getting some feeling back. They went numb. I can't explain that, but I was gripping the steering wheel so tight on this drive. So anyway, that was our first trip. I'll put some videos up from some of the things we saw. Hope you enjoy it.